We have all the vetoes done. Obviously, we are in the game, and we cannot wait to just cross over and get into the CVZ because
it's going to be pretty awesome. So
yes.
let's not delay any further and get these intros underway. In the bottom right-hand corner, the red Zerg from Team XR5, it's PiG.
Love this part of the cast, Zeph. When the game starts and we are in, and in the top left here, teammate and rival, this is KingkOng. And oh my god, talk about these guys for a second. KingkOng and PiG are rocking insane ZVZ stats right now.
Oh my goodness.
Over 70% in win rates. And these are including some big names as well. PiG has beaten Solar recently in the OSC. And of course, KingkOng and PiG, straight off the bat, KingkOng. You know, our observer Insano said that KingkOng was going to try a macro opening versus PiG. And we were going to bring that up, but he's not giving us enough time to actually say that he's wrong.
He's not. He's not at all. Insane is actually a really cool guy, our observer here. He's been letting KingkOng practice at his house with his excellent internet, so he's got some inside info, and maybe that was part of KingkOng's plan, you know,
trick the observer to tell the casters he's going to do a macro
opening. I reckon
opening.
He'll tell PiG, you know, feed him some false information. So yeah, started off really aggressive here, and it's a good map for it, I guess. It is King Sejong. You know where they're going to spawn. It
takes a little while to I mean, in ZVZ, drone scouts aren't always going to happen. It's generally you wait for the Overlord to do the you know, gather the information for you.
Yeah. So
these things can arrive a little bit late. 6 lings off the bat coming from KingkOng here, and he's getting gas as well. So this is extremely aggressive.
Yeah, we'll see if he goes for Banes or speed. In the last week, he tended to go for the speed a lot more. Now, PiG had a hard time against these early pulls. I think Ender, like 9 pulled him 3 games in a row.
I do recall that.
Yeah, so he is actually very... Ever a guy that is confident in his control, it's going to be him.
Good micro control is KingkOng's answer whenever someone asked, how did you feel in that game? How did you come out on top? I've had the pleasure of interviewing him, and you have as well, from being our ACL champion last year. And,
well,
oh boy.
Here we go.
That Bailing Nest.
PiG's gotten some bad news with that Overlord Scout.
They're not what he wanted to see.
Yeah, well, he's only got to buy time for a little bit. His pool is just finishing up now. You'll probably have to pull some drones, dance back and forwards. Yeah. But, you know, hopefully can minimize the losses here, because you don't want to start a best-of-5 series down 0-1 to an early pull. That really can tilt you. Stings and can get into your mindset, but I feel like PiG's pretty much got this. He's got to pull some... He's pulled the drones to get a couple links caught there. Great defensive micro from PiG. Yeah. He hasn't lost anything yet, and his own links are about to pop, and KingkOng now making the Bane list as dangerous for PiG. No queens out just yet. They're only just about to come out. And, I mean, when you're gasless and you have queens and you're defending against this early of a Baneling push, it's going to get very dicey for you. And he's doing good so far, but... Oh gosh. These Banelings are looking for a big, juicy cluster of drones. They weren't happy with that little cluster there. We want to get something a little bit tighter. PiG is doing this well, though. You have to split. Splits make the Banelings more or less useless. They're not going to be cost efficient, but even so, he's going to get kills. He's going to get the Queen. That's really going to sting. Yeah, and I mean, the Queen was his advantage. Yeah. That was his advantage, having that Queen out. And now that she's dead, he doesn't have a macro advantage. He has the second hatchery, but that's pumping out like 1 lava every few seconds. That's not really helping him out a whole lot. The lings here of KingkOng up in his face still being aggressive. It looks like he may make a couple more Banelings. Yes, he will down at the natural. Yeah. So tough. Ideally, PiG would like to get down there and start nibbling away at those Banelings, trying to get them to cancel, maybe peel off some links to get the hits. Oh man, it's just going to go from bad to worse here for PiG. KingkOng, you sneaky, sneaky devil. Oh man. Just looking for a good attack path here. PiG putting that Queen into a nice little choke between the minerals and the gas there, so they can't get a good wraparound around her. She needs to stay alive in order to defend here. The drones just splitting at the last second there against those Banes. They want a good cluster of lings or they want a good cluster of drones. They don't really care as long as it's a cluster of something. They get 2 lings there. Now, actually a good trade for PiG. KingkOng has 1 hurt Baneling left. The Queen does go down. And he's looking for those hurt drones. Doesn't quite get them. PiG's still splitting, but... Oh, that would be a really nice place to detonate, actually. He will get 4 drones in that. Oh, 2 drones very low in health points, but with the second hatchery, PiG's actually managed to sort of... you know, no, he's down to 4 drones. This isn't very good at all for him. It's a valiant effort. He's out of money. I mean, he's lasted a long time, but KingkOng just has too many links. He can't catch up, especially losing that first Queen. I mean, if that first Queen was still alive, he might have been able to hold this, but so it's very, very tricky, and KingkOng, well, there you go. Wow. And what a start. Yeah, vicious. These guys are teammates. They're buddies. And there's no mercy here from KingkOng.
Well, it's the one of the horrifying and at the same time beautiful things about StarCraft is that there can be only one champion. It is a 1v1 game. So when you come up against your teammate, you can't hold back.
Yeah.
And KingkOng certainly has no trouble with that.
Yeah.
He doesn't care.
Clearly.
He doesn't care at all, no. And he's eliminated teammates many times before in many tournaments in our region. So.
And he's not afraid of anyone either. I don't think he even feels that bad doing it.
I don't think he feels bad at all.
No.
I'll be very honest with you. So, I mean, KingkOng is rocking us something like a double the games that he's won against PiG that he's lost.
Yeah.
So that's like 34-17 or something like that KingkOng's on right now. So, I mean, but as mentioned, PiG is an underdog. He's used to being the underdog. He's used to fighting from, the lower odds and coming back and against Koreans as well.
Oh, yeah.
Emotion. We mentioned Solar already.
Yeah, he's had plenty of experience. I mean, PiG is a guy that's been to IEMs, DreamHacks, all kinds of Australian tournaments all over the place, because they're the easiest to get to. So he has all sorts of experience behind him, international experience that sometimes players lack, especially against a guy like KingkOng, who is from Korea. He's from that hardcore team environment, even from Brood War.
Well, in STX Seoul and Brood War and in StarTale for StarCraft 2. And actually, I mean, he's got a pretty handy practice partner. I hear that being a StarTale player, that he does tend to get some notes and replay packs from Life
I'm so jealous.
From time to time, which I guess would be pretty handy in a ZVZ. I don't know, maybe having Life on your side when you're trying to get a bit of knowledge here and there. Best player in